r/askreddit. What was the highest waste of money that you don't regret?
My first paycheck, I bought a $900 wedding cake. Me and my brother had no way to get it home since it didn't fit on our skateboards. We just had a cake fight in the parking lot. My brother passed away shortly after that. I still think about that day whenever I'm sad.
For some reason, this brought tears to my eyes. Maybe because I'm pretty close to losing my brother. Thank you for sharing this comment. What an awesome memory.
I'm so sorry. Please know the love you have for your brother, and his love for you, holds stories precious and priceless to this world. I'm happy he has a brother like you that loves him. Please stay strong, my friend.
I got into a stupid fight with my brother, so I found a game he had pledged on Kickstarter, Space Haven, and saw that for $360, I could write a pre-made character bio that would randomly show up. So I pledged it and wrote a character bio with his name and made him a flaming asshole. I have never played this game and don't want to.
Honestly, if my sibling paid to immortalize me in a game, even as an asshole, I'd be tickled.
A business class ticket on a 14-hour flight. I ate great food and slept like a boss. Made a huge difference to my trip as I didn't need to waste a day to recover.
My parents took a trip to Australia with friends who surprised them with upgrading their tickets to business class. They said it was absolutely worth it, got good sleep and ate a good meal and were well rested when they landed in Sydney in the morning. Basically got them an extra day since they didn't have to catch up on sleep.
The summer after graduating high school, I won a decent amount of money playing online poker. Since I wasn't going off to college and all of my friends were, I decided to buy them all ridiculous going-away gifts. A carpet, mailbox, toilet seat, etc. were among the gifts. The most expensive and ridiculous gift I bought on a whim was a massive wheel of cheese, somewhere between $200. $300. Little did I know at the time that cheese wheel would set off a yearly event called Cheesegiving, where our entire, much larger now with spouses and kids, friend group gets together to celebrate and partake in cheesy goodness. This year was our 17th, unfortunately all virtual due to COVID, and I genuinely hope it never ends.
This is great.
$600 for an hour of laps, 3 of 20 minutes each, around the Nürburgring in Germany. It was open in the off-season, and there wasn't a single other car near me the whole time. 10/10, one of the most thrilling experiences of my life.
What were you driving?
The cheapest car they'd let me rent. It was an Opel. A bit sluggish, but it did open up to 220-240 kf on the home stretch, and that was such a joy.
Spending hundreds of euros on broken musical instruments because they were pretty. I have since bought spare parts and started repairing them. I found my destiny.
What do you plan to do with them?
Some of them I will sell, some I will keep. Currently I own 4 reed organs, 2 electronic organs, an Indian harmonium and a sitar, and these are only the ones that needed repair. Currently I plan to keep one of the reed organs, the sitar and the Indian harmonium, because I love to play those the most and they are hard to get for a reasonable price. Since reed organs are dying out and don't get much love anymore, I took it upon myself to save as many as possible and give them into good hands where they are actually appreciated. And the repair process is just so much fun. Not so sure about the electronic organ. I don't know what's wrong with it, and I have too much stuff on my hands to figure it out. I will try a few things. If they don't work, I might just throw it out. Electronic organs are incredibly common, and I can easily get another one for free if I ask the right people.
Friend spent $30 on a jukebox to play I Whip My Hair Back and Forth on loop for an hour in a bar. The bartender unplugged the machine.
The extra I pay in rent for a water view, completely worth it.
$120 for a towel heater. I will never dry off with a cold towel again.
Didn't expect to need one, but now I do.
$60 at Costco, fam.
I spent $56,000 on college for a degree I don't use, but I met my husband there, so I really can't complain. If I divide that over the nearly 25 years we've been married and consider that he's the best of dudes, it is a pretty good deal.
Same here for my master's. The subject was pretty broad, and it hasn't really led me directly into a career. But I got to study in 3 countries, learn a language and meet a bunch of cool people. It's given me a new perspective on the possibilities in life that will never go away.
Due to poor insulation and distance from the water heater, my shower is never properly warm in winter. I just bought a single end, point tankless water heater for just my shower. Best $150 I ever spent. Could I really afford it? No. Did I need it? No. Do I love it? You bet your sweet bippy I do.
Didn't know this was a thing. I hate that my shower gets cold after like 5 minutes. Looked a few up and this seems a bit more complicated and would probably need a pro to install. I want this.
I spent about $6,000 on Mick/DJ for my wedding, but he was the most professional Mick I've ever met. He coordinated all the sound with the videographer, the caterers around the speeches, pre-planned all music and mixed songs to be the perfect length. I didn't worry about a thing on the day.
$800 for a front seat helicopter tour of Kauai for me and my wife. Totally worth it.
I did the same, but on the Big Island. Worth every penny. I'll never forget it.
Lego Death Star.
That and my Harry Potter 6 Pieces castle. Those things are so well made, it's incredible. You gotta build one to believe.
I spent $3,000 for my wife to meet the Backstreet Boys and get front row seats. It is the best thing that has ever happened to her, and the smile on her face after the show and look of pure bliss in someone who suffers often from anxiety was worth every cent.
I didn't spend quite that much, but I gave my wife a similar experience with 98 last year. Front row seats, meet and greet backstage, full VIP access at a club post show. The look on her face is still really vivid in my mind.
Back in 2017, my family went on a road trip to Minnesota to visit my Nana shortly before she passed. During our stay, me and my little sister went to the Mall of America and bought whatever the F we wanted. Big ice cream cones, Lego store souvenirs, tickets to the aquarium, fare for every indoor amusement park ride, a doll from the American Girl store and eating an expensive lunch in the store with your new doll sitting at the table with us. F yeah, little sis, it's all yours. I dropped over $300 in that one mall trip, but damn it was one of our best shopping days ever. We still talk about it to this day.
You're lucky you got away so cheaply. You can spend $300 at the Lego store with your eyes closed and one hand tied behind your back.
Even more if you accidentally back into the giant Lego Mech suit sculpture, which crushes a young boy whose parents sue you for, let's be honest, way more than the boy was ever worth in the first place.
My first university degree, but it was really my parents' money that I wasted. I don't do anything related to it now. I went back to get the degree that I wanted, and everyone told me would be a waste of my potential afterwards. I now work in that field and love it. Moving away from home was one of the best things that happened to me because it allowed me to grow a lot as a person. And also my road bike, $4,000, but I love every second on it.
I was wondering when a bike would pop up on the list.
Gee, Opal Nugget Ice Maker. Dang thing cost more than my car payment, but man, oh man. I love Nugget Ice, and I use it the heck out of it every day.
I can't believe I'm going to spend, I think, $500 on an ice machine because of this post. How could you...
Read the reviews first. Looks like the original Opal and the Veni have terrible problems. There's a 2.0 version.
When I was younger, I came into a sum of about $15. I wasn't very careful with the money, and other than putting $5 down on car, I blew the money here and there. But what I put the largest amounts toward were friends in need. I paid one friend's power bill just before it got shut off. I helped another friend keep her water on. I never could keep my hands on money for long, but I don't regret having wasted it helping friends.
My litter robot, yes. I spent $600 on a cat shitter, but my house never smells. I don't have to scoop litter, and I only have to empty the drawer once a week. Definitely worth it to me.
We just got one this year. I have 4 cats, 1 leg and a bad back, so bending over to scoop is not comfortable. I love that litter box.